Hello and welcome to your channel AWS Cloud Bytes. I'm your host Bhavesh Kumar. Today we are going to cover some key AWS Cloud updates. As we know, this year is closing down, so we are going to cover on some of the key changes that have been introduced in December 2024. Let's look at the updates. First one is around AWS Private Link. AWS Private Link now supports cross-region connectivity. Until now, the interface VPC endpoints only supported connectivity to VPC endpoint service in the same region. This launch enables the customers to connect VPC endpoint services hosted in other regions in the same AWS partition over interface endpoints. Now, if you think about partitions, so AWS groups regions into partitions. Each region is in exactly one partition, and each partition has one or more regions. Partitions have independent instances of AWS identity and access management and provides a hard boundary between regions in different partitions. Moving on to the next one, Amazon Aurora Serverless V2 supports scaling to zero capacity. This allows you to optimize cost during periods of inactivity. Aurora Serverless is an on-demand auto-scaling configuration that adjusts database capacity based on workload needs, measuring capacity in Aurora capacity units or ACUs built per second. Each ACU provides approximately 2 gigabits of memory with corresponding CPU and networking. With this update in the recently increased maximum capacity of 256 ACUs, Aurora serverless instances can seamlessly scale between 0 and 256 ACUs, offering enhanced flexibility and cost efficiency for varying workloads. Moving on to next, AWS announces access to VPC resources over AWS Private Link. Private Link now allows customers to use VPC endpoints to privately and securely access VPC resources such as databases or clusters, whether in their VPC or on an on-prem network. These resources don't require load balancing and can be shared with the internal teams or external ISV partners. AWS Private Link provides a highly available and scalable solution for private unidirectional connectivity to VPC endpoint services, including supported AWS services, AWS Marketplace services, and now VPC resources. So I believe this is one of the biggest change that we are looking at for both the private link changes like cross-region connectivity as well as the VPC resources can now be shared. Moving on to the next, Amazon S3 now supports enforcement of conditional write operations for S3 general purpose buckets. So with this change, this feature allows you to require S3 to check for an object existence before creation or verify the object content state before updates, preventing unintended data overrides in high concurrency, multiple or multi-write scenarios. The next one is around AWS Transfer Family. Now, the Transfer Family web apps provide, it's a new introduction in the AWS Transfer Family where the web apps are available. It provides you a simple, secure, and a branded web-based interface for accessing AWS and like Amazon S3 data. With this new resource, organizations can offer their workforce a fully managed portal to browse, upload, and download data from S3 using a web browser. Transfer Family already supports fully managed file transfers such as transfer over SFTP, FTPS, FTP, and ES2. The addition of browser-based transfers simplifies access for non-technical users through a user-friendly interface. The next news is around the UDP support. So we can see that the private link has got a lot of additional support in around the last quarter of the year. Now, AWS Private Link can support UDP protocol over IPv4 and v6 both. And the network load balancer, the AWS NLB, supports UDP over IPv6. Previously, the private link used to support only TCP, while the NLB used to support UDP only for IPv4 traffic. This enhancement allows client using IPv6 to access UDP-based applications such as media streaming, gaming, and voice over internet protocol. NLB, a high-performance Layer 4 load balancer, ensures availability and scalability for applications and services as a single point of contact. Service owners can now create UDP listeners on a dual stack NLBs, enabling support for both IPv4 and v6 client requests. Moving on to the next one, the new DynamoDB Zero ETL integration with Amazon SageMaker Lakehouse. DynamoDB now offers zero ETL integration with Amazon SageMaker Lakehouse, enabling users to run analytics and machine learning workloads without consuming DynamoDB capacity, the table capacity we are talking about. SageMaker Lakehouse unifies data across Amazon S3 and data lakes and Amazon Redshift data warehouses, allowing you to build analytics and AI ML applications on a single copy of data. This zero ETL integration eliminates the need for complex ETL pipelines, reducing engineering effort and enabling seamless analytics in ML on DynamoDB data without disrupting the production workflows. The last news is coming from AWS Clean Rooms, now support multiple clouds and data sources. So AWS Clean Rooms now support Snowflake and Amazon Athena as data source to secure data collaborations. This enables you and your partners to analyze collective data sets seamlessly without sharing or copying underlying data. With this enhancement, you can collaborate on data sets stored in Snowflake or queryable through Athena. Features like Amazon Lake Formation permissions or AWS Glue data catalog views, all while maintaining data privacy and avoiding data movement. So those are some high-level changes that came up in, say, last quarter of 2024, primarily between November and December. That is the end of this short episode. So thank you for watching. If you like the video, please like, share, subscribe, and press the notification bell icon for future updates. This is your host, Bhavesh Kumar, signing off. Thank you.